Hello and welcome to the Position 5 tier list of patch 7.40c. The patch has dropped today, and while there's a lot of small changes, I think the significant ones affect cores, such as Timber or Clinks. This is already updated for the new patch, so you can start winning today. Before we start, I just want to briefly talk about what is the current meta for safe lane and how that reflects on the heroes. When you see the S tier heroes here, they have one thing in common: they are very strong laners. This is because laning stage was never more important in Dota, and right now, recovering from lost lanes is harder, as strong combos can completely crush you during the laning stage. As we got this covered, let's start with C tier. Patch. Nothing has changed about the hero past few months. If you hit the first few hooks into the tower and you manage to kill enemies, you're doing great. If you want to pick Patch and lane with him as position 5, this hero is absolutely garbage at that. Bounty Hunter. I think he's great as position 4, but as position 5 it solely depends on the lane he's facing. Keep in mind he's got like 9 armor, so in the right lanes he's just still fine to be played. Skyrat. And this hero has 0 armor, but on the other hand, he's quite good in terms of harassing. He's mostly a position 4, but can be played as position 5. Your comfort in the game will depend a lot on whether you have a stance or not. Hoodwink. Ever since they removed the 3 bounce facet, she went from being an overpowered laner to just okay. While if you enjoy playing her, she's still fine. I think there are a lot of better heroes in terms of position 5. As Hoodwink, you really like to rotate at some point, and as position 5, you will get fewer chances to do so. Alchemist. I still believe his Agalim's timings are very strong, and with the right heroes he's actually quite an okay laner. Let's say for Clinks, you have a stun and armor reduction, both things that this lane needs then, but if you face a heavy harass lane, you will struggle. Magnus. I think the big problem that Magnus position 5 has is he doesn't have heroes down position 1 that he wants to both play in the game and lane with. He's quite good when it comes to melee heroes later on, but then you're playing a double melee lane. Phoenix. His issue is very weak laning, other than that it's a good hero right now. I would say it's mostly a position 4. Tiny. S tier position 4, but this is connected to the fact you can skip creeps with the hero. As position 5, you don't get that luxury, so that's why he's down there. Venge. Again, quite bad at laning, and the itemization is awkward. You kinda need Aghanim's for this hero to be strong. Abaddon. While he's really good, most of the heroes he wants to lane with need to deal a crazy amount of damage to make it work. Naga Siren. Nerfs hit her hard, and it was never an easy hero to play as position 5. Illusion of vision change is huge, and this is being somewhat a pop tier list. I think she's quite weak right now. And now let's go to B tier, so solid heroes. Wisp. In the right games, he's absolutely A tier, but this is mostly a party hero. Very strong with Marcy or Slark. Omni Knight. His laning stage is okay, but later into the game, his spells are very strong. Amazing with heroes like SF on the safe lane. Largo. Into the captain's mode he goes, and even with a buff. I think he's going to see some play in the pro scene now. A lot of his early game depends on whether he has something to dispel. I would say he's one to look out for, as a buff to his W means he gets to farm even easier. Mirana. I thought about putting her higher, but ultimately she's better as position 4. If you play Mirana as support, you mostly want to get Q level 1, as then you've got a great trading tool. Snapfire. Small number nerfs here and there mean she's not as strong as she used to be, but she's still up there in terms of overall strength. I would say right now it's a definition of B tier. Bane. I'm kind of surprised this hero hasn't been popular, as he's quite good when it comes to creep dragging. You can stop it easily. Solid, but if you pick him early on, you will get countered and you won't get a good ultimate in the game. Lion. I've been seeing him quite a bit, but again, his laning stage is really bad. Despite his spell being somewhat okay, he has no damage, no armor to trade early on, and you need to get through the laning stage. A weaker version of Shaman right now. Enchantress. While she's quite good, it requires some practice with the hero, and that's why I put her in B tier. Haven't seen her a lot as people would rather pick Chen. Marcy. I think she's easily A tier with SF, if not S tier, and I can tell you that if I had to pick any hero that will grow in popularity as support, that would be the one. In theory, she's really strong with ranged carries like Lynx, Draw, or Morphling, and I wouldn't be surprised if she became S tier. Dark Willow. A solid hero overall, but I feel like she's nothing more than that. Any hero of B tier is fine to play, I just think there are better options. Silencer. The only problem with the hero is that you usually pick it early. It completely ruins packs and storms out of the mid lane, but they will pick after you. If you get a later stage draft pick, it's a very strong hero. Nature's Prophet. Well, numbers nerf got to him. He's still solid for what he offers, it's just little bit less efficient. Absolutely good pub game pickup. Elder Titan. I swear every player that picks him in my games make him work, but there is not a lot of them. One of the specialist heroes like Kotl that seem to be easy at first sight but end up being really hard in terms of using him well. Oracle. I believe his innate is still bugged and not displaying runes correctly. It was a really bizarre change to bring back disarm on W, but in the end, healing is better in lanes, and that's why he's still B tier. Wyvern. Perhaps an A tier hero, but yet to be seen. Quite good in terms of harass, good healing early on. As long as you don't get overrun in the first 3-4 levels, it's a good hero. Undying. Healing, lane domination. I think this hero has been at least solid forever. Again, an argument could be made for him to be higher, but most of current carries lack a stun and he loves to have one in the lane. Shadow Demon. Just got nerfed quite a bit, but as I said before, conceptually he's one of the best Dota heroes. His laning stage is kinda awkward, unless enemies decide to trade versus you. Ancient Apparition. I think right now what holds him back from A tier is weak laning and the fact you usually pick your hero early in the draft. It is absolutely strong past level 6. Ringmaster. A small nerf bumped him down to the top of B tier instead of A. Still a very solid hero. I've seen him quite a bit in my games and he absolutely does work. Good damage, safe, lots of fights, so he's going to have souvenirs. And now A tier, good pickup in every game. Shaman. I think just his level 1 timing with shackles deserves to be in A tier. 200 HP trade with a stun, pushes towers, has great utility. If your team lacks control and lane pushing, and Jakiro is banned, he's probably the best pickup you can go for. Grimstroke. Initially he was lower for me, but he's got a small buff again and I think he works very well with some meta heroes right now, like every single offlaner there is, but also Ursa, Slark and Juggernaut. For Grim it's always been the question of, are the good heroes good with him? And right now I would say that's the case. Strong 1. Tinker, A tier. Yes, you've asked me about him, and I met him quite a bit in my games. The only problem is laning stage. Versus skill combos it can be very hard, but later into the game a healing support with utility is going to feel great. You need to learn how to balance out farming and fighting, but if you do, he's one of the best supports right now. Lich. Very strong laning support that is not affected by the clarity change. Amazing damage, utility, and as I said, if you're a strong laner, the chances are you will be a strong support right now, which is the case with Lich. Crystal Maiden, and here it's the same. Very strong lane, can afford to get a lot of mangoes and absolutely demolish lanes on her own. I think she's only not seeing too much play because all the S tier heroes are very strong, but in terms of her relative strength, he's up there in A tier. Clockwork. I think he's amazing, but needs a ranged damage dealer to function. Luckily for him, most carries are exactly that right now, and if you're a clock specialist, he's a great pickup. The only reason why he's A tier and not S tier is he's very similar hero to Tusk and Treant, and both are simply better right now. Venomancer. Lane dominating support that can protect his tower? Sign me up. He offers you a lot what you need in the game. All he needs from his carry is damage. Pagna. Initially I thought Pagna was going to be way weaker after his nerfs, but his strong laning presence is yet again keeping that hero in A tier. Keep in mind that if enemy position forge starts to drag waves, you can stop him from doing that by using your W, which removes creep aggro from the target. Dazzle. Possibly an S tier hero, but I did not see him enough in my games to put him there. Healing, lane dominating support. He's similar to Warlock in that sense, but he doesn't have that big ultimate that just takes towers. Disruptor. I wanted to keep S tier to 5 heroes, and in terms of pure gameplay, he's up there. However, his laning stage is quite weak, and with how the meta is shaping up, I need to keep him a tier below. Very strong hero right now. If your team lacks control, it's a great pickup. Ogre. Yet another hero that is kept in a tier below because of Treant and Tusk. He's a dream partner for a lot of ranged carries, but his only, albeit small, issue is level 1 timing. Versus a smart position 4, he's going to struggle, as enemies will just force you away from creeps by dragging them. Witch Doctor. This hero is really strong as position 5, but his laning stage is so-so and he still doesn't have a good facet. If you need it, take heal at level 2. You enjoy a certain type of carry with you, a kill combo. If you can get a PA, CK or something like that, you're very happy. Just please, get an earn on this hero. And now, into the S tier. I think right now, if you pick up any 3 heroes out of this tier and start spamming them, you will win MMR. They are very strong. Chen. He's amazing pop hero. People, including myself, just don't like to micro units. He's absolutely S tier and it's the best time to learn the hero. Strong laning, later on he's able to farm waves safely, pushes towers, heals his teammates. If you put hours into this hero, it will pay off 100%. Warlock. His level 6 timing is absurd, and there are games you will have it as early as 7 minutes with the book. Has a heal, quite good in terms of laning presence, and his ultimate simply gets a kill, then takes a tower. I have no idea what's the best way to nerf him, but right now he's the best healing support in Dota. Tusk. Oh boy, this hero is a killing machine. Keep in mind you do not want a passive carry with Tusk, but if you are playing aggressively, he's one of the best 2 vs 2 heroes in the game. All of his early spells are amazing, both facets are legit, he works really well with what's strong right now, like Clinks, Draw or Morphling. I've seen this hero a lot in my games and it absolutely deserves to be S tier. Treant Protector. Now this case is basically similar to Tusk. His laning stage is a bit weaker compared to him, but what he offers is also a global armor and then at 15 minutes, wards on the map, that you will abuse a lot. If you play versus Treant, make sure you destroy his trees on the lane, otherwise he's going to completely dominate you. I'm not sure how much of a nerf he's got after his shard gives gold to enemies, but I will assume it won't change that much. If you're dominating games, you're basically protecting your vision anyway. Jakiro. Probably the best hero in the entire Dota right now. I absolutely hate playing against him. Ranged hero with huge damage, takes towers and wins lanes on his own. His nerf wasn't that big anyway, as for the laning stage it's 1-2 damage change. I would be happy to see that he's going to fall off, but as of now I believe he won't. Can be played as a 4 or 5, has 2 good facets, and it's an MMR printing machine right now. That's it. If you don't agree with any of the tiers, let me know in the comments. As always, subscribe to the channel for more support content, and keep in mind that a lot of the heroes from the list have their own guides on my channel. See you